All right, welcome back. We thought we would try painting outside today. And our table is a little bit small. So once you get your stuff out of your box, put your box off to the side. And careful about losing paintbrush, there's holes in this table. Okay, so our verse today, we're going to be talking about Romans 8:28, chapter 8, verse 28. And the bottom line on this is God can use all things. So we're going to get rid of that paper. We're going to flip to Romans. Romans chapter 8. William, why don't you go ahead and wake up your paints?
Yeah.
8:28. We are well aware that God works with those who love him, those who have been called in accordance with his purpose, and turns everything to their good. Different translations do this a little bit differently. We know that all things work for the good for those who love God and are called according to his purpose. And then it continues. He decided beforehand who were the ones destined to be molded to the pattern of his son, so that he would be the eldest of many brothers. This goes back to our purpose that we were talking about. And I don't want that on the ground. He works all things for good. God is good. There is no lie in him. He cannot lie. But life does not always seem good.
My spray bottle isn't working. Can
Uh-oh.
I use yours?
Yeah, you may. And God isn't limited by anything. So for sure, God can use all things.
They're not working for me.
Aw. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. You need the mama touch.
How the...
Here, wait, is it working? You're right though, it's only working like every other one.
Dude,
There we go. Woken up.
were you trying to
'Kay.
wake up my legs?
So, our picture today is a little pumpkin flower pot. This could be a ceramic pot that was made to hold flowers, or it could have been a natural pumpkin that was carved to hold flowers. So I'm going to go for the classic bright orange pumpkin on this guy. Pumpkins traditionally have a couple of uses. We grow them as a food source. So a pumpkin might be expected to be turned into a pie, into vegetarian noodles, if it's like a squash or something. A pumpkin probably doesn't grow up thinking it's going to become a vase.
Probably because plants don't have brains.
Good point on that one. But if they did, it might ask the person who was carving it, what are you thinking? Why are you doing this? I'm a pumpkin. You're supposed to use me in pie. Don't you know any better? Some of the prophets had messages similar asking God what he was doing, what was going on. Why does it seem evil is winning? And God had the message for them. Should the clay tell the potter what it's going to be? No, the potter decides what to make. When God made you, he made you on purpose, with purpose, for a purpose.
I think my pumpkin's rotting.
Oh no! Little bit of blue inside your orange will do that. But it also makes a good kind of green color if you want to add blue as a shadow.
I'm gonna put some green. I'm gonna try to lighten this up.
Okay. So you started out purposely kind of making a mistake and then seeing how you could fix it. That's not how God operates. He doesn't go, oh no, they've messed up. How am I gonna redeem this situation? How am I going to fix it? God knows. He's not worried. All that noise is from 5 wild parakeet birds that got loose and just flew over. I hope they weren't too much of a background disturbance.
Not for me.
Well, I didn't know, like, on the video if it was going to come up with. Our picture here has a big pink flower and some red leaves. I'm going to try to copy some of this. And again, we'll need to work in layers. Get the base layers down for the colors that you want. And then we'll go back and mess with the highlights or the shadows and kind of pull those out. I don't know how much of this is going to stay green. The subject picture doesn't have a lot of green in it, but I kind of want that pop, that visual pop from the bright color there. Okay. So, if God works for the good, for those who love him according to his purpose, what does that mean when we look at life? Because life is kind of crazy. There are wars, there are famines, there are school bullies, there are kids.
The worst of those is school bullies.
School bullies are pretty evil.
Well, when they pick you out for their target.
Well, even when they don't pick you out, they're picking someone out. And by doing that, they're disrespecting God and the image of God that is in that person.
I think all of my stuff is dying.
You've got a brown bouquet. You can add a little bit of red to pop that out. Or a little bit
I
of...
don't have red in my palette.
You don't?
That's maroon.
Maroon. You can use maroon to pop some of that out.
I'm gonna try to add some purple to...
Yeah. They make purple flowers. These sometimes bloom in the fall. They're blooming right now. They could be used in there. They look brown when they're dead and need to be trimmed.
I think I've got a bit of a dead pumpkin going.
You've got an after season. What other colors do I want in there? Maybe some yellow? The picture has a lot of white, and they kind of represent that by using gray. I lost the train of thought. We were headed Romans, working everything for good. Oh, some of the stuff we see in life is not good. God does not want bad things to happen. God does not create bad things to happen. God does not want people with evil hearts to do evil things. But he loves us so much that he has given us the free will to choose to follow him and love our neighbors.
Yeah, my white and my palette is also kind of...
Well, to fix that, get your water so that they know what you're saying. That's his white right there. To fix something like that in your palette if you want, because my white is kind of dirty too. I've got some grays and stuff on there. Just get some water on it and a napkin, and you can pick up the extra color that was on your palette if a messy palette bothers you. And if you really want a true white, you're going to want to clean it. Ooh, I kind of like how that mixes and blends it a little bit. Sweet. There you go. But can God use something bad that happens for his good? Yes. If you fall and hurt yourself, that is not good. Can God use that to bring more people to him? Well, maybe that helps you work on your empathy, learning how to sympathize with other people. Maybe it helps you want to become a doctor, seeing how the doctors helped you when you needed it, and that becomes your inspiration. There are so many ways that God can and does work. This verse is not promising that everything will be nice and rosy, as I'm painting what looks like a big open rose over here. But he promises that it will come together for his plan.
Yeah,
And
I've got a dead pumpkin.
his plan,
So I'm basically just hanging out here now.
you're basically hanging. The picture is only kind of half drawn. It didn't draw this big open flower here. William,
Oh, yeah.
if you want to do like a spiral circle here and do a big flower in pink, I think that will tie it all together. Or yellow. Or burgundy. Nope, you're done? All right. You are the artist and you get to decide when you're done. That's one of the fun things about being a creator. I'm going back and adding more red to some of my foliage, the leaves down here at the bottom. I want them to stand out against the big lighter flower. And I think I want to add some little buds off of the tips of these. To do a flower bud, kind of just do a little pointed oval. That can be a petal that fell to the ground. But they look like they're floating, so if I'm gonna do that, I should probably add a baseline. So I'm gonna blend it all in there. And we're going to give it a shadow. Your blue shadow worked out really good earlier with some of that orange. Nope, not what I wanted. Erase that, go back with the yellow. So much better. There's the birds.
Oh yeah, I see them now.
Now without the... Okay. So I want to make sure you understand a couple things. No matter what happens in life, or on your page as an artist, things can turn around. God works for the good for those who love him according to his purpose. If your art isn't working the way you want it, set it aside for a little bit and then come back to it. If you make what you think is a mistake, see how you can turn it around. How can you...
But I'm thinking about my next birthday party already.
Yeah. How can you turn it
And
around?
I discovered the best theme possible.
What theme are you thinking of?
Splatoon.
Splatoon. That could be a fun one. You can make paint bombs.
No, or paintball guns.
And you can throw colored balloons at everybody.
Yo, like paintball guns, and we'll have a turf war.
How might that go bad?
Oh yeah. They're paintball guns.
How would God be able to use that situation to turn it into good?
Lesson teaching.
Teaching. We're going to do that one the next time.
Painful.
The wind blew your page.
Or maybe maybe instead of paintball guns, we'll have ink guns.
Ink guns instead of paintballs? I don't know about that.
So,
Okay. I hope you've
yeah,
enjoyed.
colored water balloons full of ink would be good.
I hope you've enjoyed our rambling. Okay, volume off for a moment. I hope you've enjoyed our rambling, and painting. And just know that God loves you so much. You are created in his image, and he has good things planned. Even if life doesn't seem so great right now, he can turn it around. Thanks so much, and I will see you next time.